My name is Anita Kelly and I basically had 4 babies, Tom, James, Charlie and Luke. They're quads, born on the 28th of February, and I've been using Communicare since May.
Quads have been under the care of Communicare now for 6 months. We took them home when they were just coming up to term gestation, and we provided home care with carers for 5 nights per week. It was a huge undertaking for their mum to take 4 babies home at the one time, considering she had a 15-month-old as well.
The boys were born in an emergency C-section on the 28th of February in the Rotunda Hospital. At the very start they were very sick because they were so premature. They had chest drains, they were on oxygen. We thought we'd never get them home, but thankfully with the help of Communicare, we've got them home happy and healthy and on this far.
The initial discharge process home is very exciting and the parents think it will never happen. Before the child comes home, or before we actually take on the care of the child, we meet the parents and we carry out a needs assessment, not just the physical needs of the child, but what the parents expect from us as a company and expect from our nurses as carers.
First time I met with Sinead, she just came across as such a friendly, nice person, so made things a lot easier before the girls even started. So Sinead just asked me like what I needed for the boys and what requirements they had and everything. So we went through all that. Sinead done up care plans and read through them, was happy enough with everything, and she selected the girls who had experience in babies.
What Communicare are doing to ensure that paediatric home care is sustainable and it is the future is to bring as much of the routines and thoughts from a centre of excellence or any paediatric hospital into the community. And in doing that, we provide care plans, vital sign sheets, we provide tracheostomy training, ventilator training, enteral feeding training, seizure management. We offer all our nurses any of these courses through centres of excellence because these families need to keep these children at home. Children remain healthier when they're not in the hospital environment, and it also brings them on cognitively.
Well, the care plan is very important because, you know, when you come in at night time, you need to know if the baby was sick the night before or how they slept.
They were so premature, like it was very worrying, so like we had to sit up with them all night. The babies were being fed like every half an hour when they came home first because they were just really slow to feed and everything, and they were very used to get sick a good bit.
They were nursed on apnea monitors initially because they would have been at higher risk of cessation of breathing.
When the boys went home from hospital, they had heart monitors on them because they were premature and they had a C-section. And it was just basically at night time to check their breathing and stuff like that. So we start at 11 p.m. and finish at 7 a.m. At the beginning, the babies used to wake up every 2 hours for a feed. The nights used to be long and busy, but it was worth it, you know. But now the babies are that bit older, like maybe 1 or 2 of them might just wake during the night.
I love to see the girls coming. Sometimes when they come in, the babies are not in bed, so they need to be fed and put to bed. So the girls will come in and give us a hand, feed them and put them to bed, dress them for bed. When they do that, then we'll head off to bed, and they're just great. They have the bottles sterilised and filled with water, boiling water for the next morning. They have bottles made the next morning. If the babies need changing at night, they do that. Or if any of the babies are sick, which they have been in and out of hospital, they'll make sure and take their temperature and give them anything I ask them to give them. Like,
when working with children, it's not just about their physical needs, it's about their safety, their emotional needs and their environment.
So I get monthly visits from my client relationship manager. I know Sinead was a nurse herself in the ICU unit, so she knew a lot about babies and everything, which is great. Even when they came home and I was so worried and everything, she used to help me out, or I just text her and she'd help out.
What really gives me joy is to facilitate that transition home for the parents. And we see how wonderful it is for them to bring their child home and settle back into normal family life.
No, I'd say we're as normal as we can be here with 5 small kids under 2. I don't know how we would have coped, especially at the very start when the babies were being fed half hourly. Like, you just finish one baby and it's time to start feeding another baby. I know at the weekends we needed 2 or 3 to help out, so I actually don't know how the girls even done it on their own. Some of the nights they were just brilliant. I would say I have benefited more from the presence of the carers, just mentally. Like, oh look, they're great. They're just a great help, and as I said, we love to see them coming.
The quads, because our carers have grown with them throughout the last 6 months, Our carers adore them. They love coming here to mind them every week, and they keep in touch with Mum then when they're not working. And I think they will stay in contact with them, because I certainly feel I'd love to follow their progress, and I know our carers would love to follow their progress as well.
The quads are on Facebook and different parts of the media, and I always make sure that I'm tuned in to watch them, because I love them, they're little dogs. It's hard to say goodbye to them, but sure, they're getting older now, and you know, hopefully I'll come back someday and say hello to them and see them.
I know at the start with myself and my husband we were very nervous about Communicare coming, but just over the last few months Communicare has just become one part of our family, and we've become part of their family really. We've got to know them so well, and we're just delighted that Communicare was there for us when we needed it the most.